what's next. I've got so much to do and a little time to do it. So I've got my mate Taffy, he bought a mower into me. This one here, he says the drive is very, very slow on it, but I don't think it is. I think it's just because he's about 7 foot tall and an ex-army boy. Nothing wrong with that. However, I bought with him a Titan hedge trimmer. Look at that later. A Cobra with a Subaru engine. I'm gonna look at later. But he bought this one in. Nice little Hayter Hayterette with a Honda on top. Don't normally come with a Honda on top. And he said it all runs apart from the dead man's cable. It's broke. So let's have a go at that. Right, so Hayter Hayterette on the bench. Now he said that he rebuilt this engine. Not quite sure to what extent. No idea. But looking at the actual setup itself, I'm going to take it off the perch, have a little look at it. You know these standard little blocks, they're always renowned for snapping. I have seen the newer machines for 2022 have now got a slightly different setup, different bracket on there, which may do away with that, but they're going to be a bit more expensive. I have got a spare one in my pocket somewhere. I just fished it out in my spare box. And this is the advantage of doing what I do. I have a spare block just here. These parts are they're not cheap for what they are. They're about £6 or £7, I think. And they crack right down the side here if you do them up too tight. So that's your first lesson. So what I'm going to need for this one should be quite a simple fix, Mick. It should just require probably a 10mm. Yeah, 10mm. I'm just going to unbolt this old block off of the handle. There it goes, like that. So just a very, very simple 10mm bolt, nut and bolt system there, nylon locker, and there's a broken block just there. That's no good. Throw that in the old bin. Let me bring you a bit closer. Just so you get a bit of a better look rather than looking at 10 miles away. I've got the block in my hand. Here it is here. So here's the new block or second-hand donor block, a bit of a cobweb in there. You want to grab hold of your cable and just make sure it's going to fit. We do two different types. So that's going to fit in there just about right. Now sometimes you can get these, if they don't fit in there, what I do, I just get a grinder and just grind these edges down a bit just so they're a bit slimmer, especially the metal ones. But that's going to fit in there absolutely hunky-badory. Okay, sit that onto there, hook it up to your dead man's handle first, and then that wants to run down. Make sure no cables are getting caught, no cables were hurt in the making of this video. And then literally all you want to do is grab your bolt and make sure that you actually have a washer, okay? And this may be where it went wrong. That big washer there, that washer, you want that to go up against that nut, okay? You put the bolt through first to hold the block into place. Right, now what I'm also going to do is, because that's quite a high angle, that I'm going to take that cable out and I'm going to put that, if I can get it to come out now, I'm going to put that, it goes that way, I'm going to put the cable up the top slot, not down the bottom, okay? So it's less resistance on there. Put the bolt through first, have it all fishing nice and tight. Is that going to go? It should do, Mick. No cables were hurt in this video. Yeah, that's it, right, that's got him in now. And now put your washer on, and then put your nut on top. It's a washer that will give you even displacement, okay, when you do this up. Now, the trick is, don't do it up too tight, okay? Do it up too tight, you're going to snap it. So a little bit of do-ya. That's enough, right? So now, look, we've got a working cable. Look at that. Is this lawnmower going to run after a donor part, which would cost you around about £6 or £7, but you've got to wait 3 days. But because I break mowers as well, I potentially could have a fixed lawnmower here with a Honda engine on top. And also, these are the ones that come with the quad blade system. So underneath here, you don't just have a standard blade, you have a big disc with 4 little blades on the disc, okay? Which I think you guys and girls in America or Canada call them bush hogs. It's that kind of setup. It's a quad system blade, okay? It's not your standard system. He said he did rebuild it. He said he'd done a lot of hours too. So look at the fuel. Typical Welshman, not a lot of fuel in there. We'll put a bit of fuel in. Just a drop. Just to wet the old whistle. That should be okay. Now, I don't know whether the machine runs or not. He said it used to run lovely, so I've heard that story loads of times before. Oh yeah, it runs like a Rolls Royce, and they actually don't. The air filter tells me that it hasn't run for a little while or it's not been serviced. So I'm gonna get a brand spanking new air filter in there. Brand spanking new air filter. That can go in. We'll have that. That'll give it enough chance to suck enough air in and not too much and not enough. So that'll go in there. So that's already had a bit of a happy birthday. The plug is a BPRS 6ES, the right spark plug for it. Let's just check the oil, or some people call it Earl. Depends on what part of the world you're from. And with a Honda, you don't screw in. You dip and test. But unfortunately, this oil filler is a bit seized. Let me spin the old mower round and round we go. Yeah, it's a bit seized, that is. Oh, that ain't been undone for a while. Let's get a pair of plumber's mates on there, just to hold it. There you go. Just want to test the old oil. It's just a dip and test on these people, not a screw in and test. Dip and test. We're a little bit low on oil. We're a little bit low. Not a lot. We're about 3/4 way up. But we are just a little tiny bit low. So I'm going to put a little bit of fresh oil in there. It will be fully serviced anyway. But I want to give it every chance to fire up. A little bit of oil, that should be more than enough just to bring it up to a sensible level, where we can actually say it's actually safe to run the machine. There we go. Put that into there so we don't spill no oil. Give that a bit of a wipe off. Dip and test. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely on the money, baby. So that will be done up. Right, nothing further to do. Quick little video. Have I fixed this lawnmower for about 6 or 7 quid, just with a cable new block holder. Don't know if the machine runs. I've got no idea at all. Let's take it outside, have a quick little look, and then we'll go from there. I think it's the first day of the year. We've actually had a bit of sunshine and the ground is not absolutely saturated, which is really nice. Right, let's take the old Hayter Hayterette off the old stand. It's not heavy. It's only made out of aluminium or aluminum. But this mower is designed to cut really, really long grass. Really long grass. It's a bush hog. It's designed to do the heavy stuff that normal mowers can't do. And they fetch a tidy price. And this was given to me free of charge of my mate Taff if I can fix his other mower. So that's cool. So fuel's turned on. Let's give it a go, I suppose. So fuel's on. We've got a bit of choke going on. That's all moving as it should do. Yeah, that's good. On the choke, dead man in. Let's see what happens. It turns over. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. Right, bit of carby spray. As I say, it may want a bit of a service and what have you. Bit of carby spray. And I want a spark plug removal tool. I'm not sure if I get any fuel coming in. In fact, you know what? Let's just let's put some spray down the side of the air filter first, rather than mucking about. Are we choking? That's the thing. Are we choking? Oh, we're not choking fully. No, I don't think we are. No, we're not choking fully. So we have a cable adjustment issue. That's the main problem. Okay. So we're not choking as much as we should be. So that's a thing. Long nose pliers. And it looks like someone's had a bit of a dig at this already. So I'm just going to undo this throttle cable. And all I want to do is set it to choke on the top, and then pull this choke all the way back as far as it would go, so that this machine is fully choking to back there. That's it. Let's have a look now. Yeah, now she's choking. Right, let's try that first then, before we get too far ahead of ourselves. So a quick little cable adjustment. May see it start, we shall see. Is the fuel tap definitely turned on, Mick, it? Yeah, it is, yeah. Okay. Well, I would say we're not getting no fuel, is what I would say. So take it off a choke, carby spray. It likes it. So I think it wants a carburetor clean. Simple as that. New spark plug, service. She's running. With the idle down, that will tell us what's a carburetor clean or not. Idle's down lovely. Doesn't like to pick back up again. So that tells me we have a fuel delivery issue. So a standard carburetor fix. We'll see this machine. Go on, go on, go on. Yeah! Off a choke. Look at that. Oh, over the moon with that. It will now start off its own back. I think it's been sat for a little while. Look at that. So a £7 fix just off for a cable block, which actually will get the machine to start. It doesn't like to run off its own back. I think it's been sat for a while. There could be water in the carburetor, all that sort of good yummy stuff. He did say it's done a few hours, but I've now got a Hayter Hayterette with a Honda engine on top, quad system blade, bush hog. They sell for really good money. Once I've given it a little bit of the old mixed mowers magic and make it look really, really nice, so it pops in the photographs, and it will sell this year without fail. Let's just see if it starts up one more time. Yep. And that makes me as happy as pig in poop. Bish bash bosh, there you go. Another lawnmower fix for under a tenner. Can you believe it? So Taffy was absolutely right. The dead man's handle cable had broken, but just on the block, so it wasn't in the cable fix. If ever you guys and girls are doing lawnmowers and you strip them down for bits and pieces, make sure you're picking up those little tiny key element parts that cost around about, you know, £7 or £8 on eBay, and even more than that in some places, if you can get them. And that's the big if. Sometimes you just can't get them. So make sure you are stripping these lawnmowers down when they're no longer able to be fixed. Make sure you're getting all the nice big juicy parts off of them. It will save you a couple of quid on the run. That lawnmower now will go forward to have a full service. I do believe the carburetor does want a bit of a look at because it's a bit slow to start. I dare say a brand new plug wouldn't go amiss. And also maybe a little carburetor clean, and the blades want looking at as well, just a bit of a tidy up and a bit of a sharpen. And that bush hog quad system mower will sell 110% this year. I may even do a little bit of a restore on it just to make it really, really bounce and set itself apart from every other mower on the market. And it's worth a very, very tidy penny indeed. So it looks like the season is open and we are flat out good to go. If this is the first time you're watching Mixed Mowers and Mower Man, hit the old subscribe button, whack the old bell, set notifications to all. That way you'll be told that I upload another video and you'll be notified on your iPhone, tablet or computer. I look forward to the next episode of Mixed Mowers very, very soon. But until then, people, don't forget, much more importantly, take her easy.